Perfect. That is perfect, perfect. Okay. Welcome to the redo of part 1 of my Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles 100% walkthrough. I did a part 1 last night, but the microphone was not working for some reason. And so none of my audio was recorded or could be even heard on my live stream. So we're going to redo this part, and we're just going to save over our previous file because we did very little. We basically just got started and set up. So we're going to click start. We're going to go from here. Throughout this walkthrough, we're going to cover everything from the basics of the game, the advanced mechanics. We're also going to get every weapon, every armor, every accessory we need, and every artifact, and every trophy. So at the end of this, we will have completed everything in the game. And that being said, I will let you enjoy this video. Hello, hello. If you can hear me, just type something just so I can make sure the audio is working. I was having an issue last night. I want to make sure this is definitely working this time around. It's plugged in. 1 second. Make sure my phone is plugged in so it does not die. Alright, here we go. Village name, pick whatever you want. Oh, hi buddy. Okay. Yeah, so I was doing this last night and I thought my camera was plugged in. It just said my video wasn't working, but I assumed the audio was. Well, it wasn't. So when I went to rewatch the video, when I was done, I had no audio in there. And at some point, I did have 2 people watching, but they left probably because they didn't hear me and I thought I wasn't talking or whatever the case was. So cool. I know it's working. I can't find the there's a microphone piece. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be there. I was supposed to make the banana pudding and Rice Krispie treats, and I guess Mom just got the stuff for the banana pudding and she ended up making it because I had to work. But yeah, I'll be there. We're probably going to church in the morning, and then after that, come home and get the stuff, get whatever stuff we need, you know, like the banana pudding, whatever, and then head that way. Okay, so set up. But yes, I'll be there. Are you going to church in the morning? Do you know if Matthew or anyone's coming? Alright, so I gotta stick to my video a little bit, so I'm gonna talk about this and then I'll just read your stuff as I go. Okay, so picking whoever you want to pick. This is your best all-around character. They have the best defense. They have second or third highest attack. And they have the second highest magic stat, as well as the second fastest magic casting. So they're very good all around. Also, their shield, as you can see, like when you get a new shield, you can actually see them holding it. The other tribes, you will not see their secondary armor visibly change. It won't look any different. They'll look the same the whole game. So they do have that little aesthetic, which is kind of nice. Alright, the Lilties are your stronger attackers. They have the strongest attack. They do move the slowest, but they do the most damage, and then they get accessories later in the game that will also boost their attack. So they're really just big old powerhouses. They move a little slow, but they can do a lot of damage, and they also have good defense. I think they have the second highest defense. These are your quintessential magic casters, your advanced magician people. They have advanced defense, where they can go completely translucent and just stay in that state as long as they want to and take no damage and just do it, sit until as long as they want to. They also have the fastest magic casting, the highest magic potency, and they also have accessories that will increase their magic casting strength or their speed. And then our last class, the Selkies, they have the highest movement speed or speed movement. They can run the quickest, but they also have they have the fastest focus attacks, so they're more of the leap into the fray type of character. And their magic actually isn't too bad. They're probably 3 out of 4, the Lilties being the slowest, so they're actually a pretty good tribe too. And their last weapon is the lunar weapon, and it has a meteor blast attack, and it basically drops a meteor on your enemies. So it's kind of handy. It's pretty good magic attack, being that it's from a weapon. So okay, Bradley. Help with desserts in the morning. Okay, thank you. I don't know what desserts are left. We did banana pudding. Rice Krispie treats you're doing? If you're still there, I can tell you how to do the Rice Krispie treats. It's super easy, but you can also look it up. So if you're still there, let me know. If not, then I said you can find it. But it's basically just you melt the butter first, then you melt your marshmallows. Mini marshmallows work better than the big ones, but you can also work those. Okay, well, if she did it, the recipe is literally just this. Melt the butter, melt the marshmallows, and then throw the cereal in there, and then you just toss it, and then put it in some kind of baking pan or whatever, like one of Mom's like crystal dishes or something, something with edges. Put down a parchment paper, and then press it all in there, and then it'll come out of the parchment paper easy. There you go, cookies in the morning. Alright, well, I ain't gonna tell you about how to cookies, but yeah, the Rice Krispie treats, once you get it done, put it in a pan on the parchment, put the parchment paper in first, that way it'll just, you can just pull the whole thing out right easily, and then just, it comes right out of the parchment, no problem. You could just pull the whole thing out of the dish, and then you can just cut it like on a cutting board or something, but whatever. It'll work, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just, I'm a cook, so I know all the tricks and shit, so it's all good. Alright, well, go to sleep. I'll see you later. I'll finish my video or two. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Alright, here we go. Moving forward. Okay. We need to pick who we want to be. Bye-bye. Love you too, buddy. Okay, so, as I said, the clavats are our roundabouts. The lilties are our attackers. They look kind of cool. They have different little, how do I do this? Oh, that's what I want. Oh, here we go. You can kind of see they're different little designs quickly. Ribbon, she looks cool. I'm not going to spend too much on this. Oh, I do like her design. If I do another Selkie, I might actually do a female instead of male, just because. But I do like them all. She looks cool. The owl head. Is that shark? Oh, shark eyes. Yeah. Duh. Raccoon tail and Wolfie. Honestly, they're all cool. But I am going to go. We're going to do male clavat. These guys are both cool. I've done this one. This is my favorite design of the originals. But this is the one we're going to go with. We're going to go with the bobs. But we're just going to show these off. Broughton's head. He looks cool. He looks like just some, like the Man in the Iron Mask. Like the Leonardo DiCaprio movie. You got bucket head, steel visor. He looks cool with his glowing eyes. Horn helm. And the bear head. And then we have our magic casters. You got one horn, bumpy. You can see his little bumps, slightly. Long beak, which is a cool crown on his head also. The black mage, which is, I think, the coolest of the original designs. And then also the sky ship, who has really cool designs. You can also notice their gloves are a little different in the length they go up. I think, actually, this one is the shortest. He has, like, sleeves on him. And then the Selkies are last. He looks really cool with his just his hairstyle and his orange shoes, purple garb, raccoon tail, bandana, shark eyes, and Wolfie. And you notice the Selkies, male and female designs are almost the same. I think it's the bandana is the opposite to what's this? Let me see. The owl head, because we both have a Wolfie, shark eyes, raccoon tail, and then a new one. So anyway. Back to right here. Pick who we're gonna do is the bob. He looks very samurai-ish. I already know what voice I want. I want voice number 2. I'm gonna have lower and pitched voices, but we're going voice number 2. Your family job is very important. I always go with the alchemist because the alchemist will give you scrolls. As their production level rises, scrolls are for different armors and weapons, and accessories. And there's 2 specific ones that you cannot get any other way but by having the alchemist as your family. But the secondary ones we want to have, we'll deal with later, are the blacksmith, so we can craft things at home for a cheaper price, the tailor to have accessories crafted for a cheaper price, and the merchant to buy certain things for a cheaper price, but also there's a couple materials that you need for the one final weapon and one final accessory for of the scrolls that you get for the alchemist. So we're going to take our alchemist. You can pick whatever you like, but this is your best. This really is the best way to go because you can create other characters later, and then they can have those classes and all those blessings. But the main character you want to play with, you want to have the alchemist, so you can get those scrolls for those certain things as you go. Plus as well, if you have not obtained a certain scroll just for like a simple armor, like iron armor, or a master's weapon, or something like that, you can get those things from your family in case you haven't maybe picked it up. So, and that's just super handy because if you get it right then and you already have the materials, you can go to that the merchant family, which you can actually see right to the left there. That's going to be them. They're our closest next door neighbors. At least to that side is the blacksmiths. Oh, they're wishing us well. They want to know about our journey. Son of Arion, Christy, Ramsey, Samuel. I think this is actually the same as my last start. Ramsey might have been different, but I think it's the two brothers. Ramsey and Samuel. So my camera is more better. Alright, so very quickly. I don't want to move. Alright. Well, I wanted to go back to the village quickly to go visit a Moogle house, but we'll revisit that in just a moment. This is the first encounter with the Alphataria caravan.
We're going to see them a lot. From that village. I heard they were sending out a new caravan. You seem quite capable. My name is Sol Rock.
He's the leader.
I am captain of the caravan from the great fortress at Alphataria.
The captain.
Our caravan boasts a history that stretches back thousands of years.
Thousands?
Let us discuss that some other time. Stiltskins, do you have them? This is the village. Come on, say. Allow me to introduce. He may not look. Even we turn to him.
No, I'm just a Moogle that likes to... I learned all sorts of things in my travels before I knew it. I'm on my way somewhere right now, but I can teach you a thing or two if you like.
By the way, are you setting out all by yourself, Capo? You've got a lot on your shoulders, Capo. Let me carry the crystal chalice for you, Capo.
He's offering to help us,
yes.
Which
a
you cannot say no, but you do want his help.
Well, let's find...
This is a big help, because not only does he carry the chalice so we can move freely, but he can also cast magic, along with our magic, so we can do a few spells together. Big plus. Big plus, until you start finding different things in the game we need. Alright, so, I'll talk to him. We're going to go through this quickly. You are free to read this at your own speed. I am just going through this for the sake of the video. If you complete this section of the game, it will get you a trophy. It's basically just learning the basics. I forget what the trophy's called. I don't want to go to my trophy list to interrupt this. We're just going to keep on moving. Physical attacks, okay, so very simple, run up. I'm on PlayStation, so I'm just tapping X. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You have a 3-hit combo. Focus attacks. Holding down your attack button. You have a cursor you can move. Enemy moves, as you can see. You don't have to always hit them directly on them. But you have to be pretty closely. And as you can see, you can also move. And you can just... It's gonna make us do like it 4 times. That's 4. That's 3. There we go. So that Mog said hang in there, Kupo. That's when he's ready to cast magic to help you. You can fuse that with magic or put that on our weapon and do a weapon, or like, I don't know what's called. We can do a magic strike with our sword.
What's up?
Essentially. So let's see. Let's do cast spells. Cast spells. You can cycle through your command list with R and L1, at least on PlayStation. On Switch is probably your trigger's just the same. So it gives us fire to start with, just to work. Notice how Mog fused with us. See, it skipped us right to that. Haha! That's interesting. This has actually never happened because I always just did fire a few times and then went to fusing spells, but it let us skip that just because. Let's see. Oh, come on, Log. Don't do this now. Oh, it wants me to do this. Okay, so it wants me to go to the command list and fuse a spell. I guess because we did gravity, it counted as 2 or 3 spells, and it would skip that section. So it wasn't just... Didn't skip to this... I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. I don't know why it skipped like that. I would have to look at it. So there's gravity. All this really does will decrease his health by a certain amount, but it only works one time on enemies. But on flying enemies, it will put them to the ground, so you can do more damage to them. So if they're flying, it might take 20 hits. If they're on the ground, it might take 5 hits. Come on. There we go. Try using it in battle. Okay. Okay, yes. Any of the magic orbs you pick up in levels will disappear once you leave that area. So the only thing you keep are magic rings. What do we have left to talk about? Mog's Health, which we were just experiencing. Mog's Health is just casting more spells. You can have him put down the chalice by pressing triangle, right? He puts it down. I can go attack, right? Oh, I did it too quickly. Oh, well. It's too late. I did it too quickly, but that's alright.
What's up? I see.
If I would have waited until the timer hit just a certain point, his magic would have fused to my sword, and I would have done a fire strike, and that would have just done extra damage on hit, but also put the enemy on fire, as long as they don't have a resistance to it. And any attack after that will, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. Any attack after that will do 30% more damage because they were on fire. Reduces their defense by 30%, 33%, excuse me, so 1/3, 33%, whatever. So that means 30% more damage. So, and speaking of fire being on you, if you get hit with curse...
Wicked creatures prowl the road along this beautiful riverbank, but nobody's ever seen one. I once asked a man why. He simply
if you get hit with
replied,
curse, it reduces your defense by 2/3.
Promptly eaten.
That'll come later,
it is long since anyone has met such
fire,
a fate.
they do similar, but
For nowadays,
curse is worse. Curse is worse.
Take another route. Far away
We'll
from
see this again. I'll let this play again.
Only
we missed
we
a
walk
piece.
the old way now.
I know you can read it, but still.
Travelers in crystal caravans.
I'm gonna move my water. I didn't realize it's right in my faces. Oh, I didn't notice it before. The rainbow in the background, right? It's the end of that opening scene. One moment. So, we're going to drop our chalice, let the Moogle pick it up for us. Stick and move him. That is the key to get through that door, or the gate, excuse me. We want to go down here, just to just kill him real quick. Just to kill him real quick, and also get this chest. The cure stone. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put the cure stone, so we can heal ourselves. And also the Phoenix down will help if we die by accident or not paying attention to our health and we get killed by, get surrounded by enemies, whatever is the case. The Phoenix down will bring us back to life, so. And this guy's attack is 1 point per shot, so if he accidentally gets me now, I would be saved by my Phoenix down. Boom, bye-bye. There is our first artifact. These are items that we can keep permanently, 1 per level. I didn't even really read what that was, but I could tell it was a strength one. Vegetable seed. Enemies will drop scrolls. As you saw, iron shield, that will help us, because that's actually for us. That's nice. Or seeds, which we can send to our family that plant a tree, or we can sell once we get tons and tons of them, or we can share with our friends, either way. Or we'll also pick up items or crafting materials such as iron, bronze, things that are specific to certain enemies, like the guy I just killed. Sometimes he might drop, it's called a crystal ball. These are certain accessories. This guy here, he's only going to drop money. This guy, probably money as well, or a scroll. Accessory number 2, buckler. You couldn't see the color, but it was a defense. Alright, there are also Moogle houses spread throughout the game, and there are in villages and dungeons as well. So this is the first one we can encounter, other than our home village, but it sent us on our way right away. It didn't let us go back there, so we can go there after we complete this dungeon. So we're going to talk to this guy right here. I don't tell you his name, I don't think. He is, he's Moogle. Here for a Mog Stamp, that's right. He's going to tell us about it. Essentially, once we get a set of Mog Stamps, we get what's called a Memory Crystal, which will be a skin for different tribes of characters in the game. So some of them might be just for the Clavat, which I have. Some might be for Lilty, Selkie, or Youth. But once you get them, you can put your character as them. And it doesn't matter if you, like, say if I have a male character, but if I get like a female memory crystal, I can still use that. But it's only to the specific tribes. You can pick whatever you want to use. So at some point, I'm going to get the Princess Memory Crystal. She's the hardest one to get, I believe. So here we go. He's going to give us our first Stampy. Alright, and then we can also, if we like, paint our Moogle. Red, blue, or green. Whatever color you paint him will also give you protection against certain things. I cannot remember exactly which each one is, but I will revisit that. Sorry, when we get to advanced mechanics, because I feel like it's more an advanced mechanic than basic. So as long as he is mostly the same color, he will have that resistance. So if he's mostly red, he'll have whatever that resistance is, blue, green, and so on. So I can make him mostly red, give him some blue spots, and he's still going to have the red resistance. If I give him green with blue spots, it'll be his green resistance, so on and so forth. So we can do all of his back, we can do all of his sides here. You can also do his underside. His underside. You have to hit up, and then he'll tip on his back there, tip upward, get that, tip upward, and then you hit down, we're on here, hit down. Now if you spray him in the face, he don't like it. Watch this. Not there, Kupo. Alright, I'm going to do a blue spot, a couple of blue spots, I don't know, this goes, why not, a couple of blue spots. It's almost red, right? Yeah, it's mostly red, here we go. Oh. Pickle, speckle, sprinkle, smackle. There we go. How about that? Looks kind of cool, doesn't it? You know, a little stripey here and there. There we go. Alright, that's, I think that's pretty good. Right there. Alright, so there we go. Back we go. Save and end. Alright, so also sometimes when you come into houses, the guy will be up here sleeping. So you have to come upstairs to get the Moogle stamp. So he's either going to be in his chair at the front, or he's going to be sleeping. Alright, so onward we go. That is Moogle House and Moogle Stamp number 1. How you doing tonight? Catching right, basically at the very start of the 100% walkthrough. Just essentially just got my character set up. Gonna do this first dungeon, and then the next thing is gonna be a small grind, but it's gonna save us tons and tons and tons of time later. Is there somewhere wrong? Oh yeah, that's right. Here we go. Kill these little guys. Here, see if I want to do this. See, I got the just for shits and giggles. Here we go. Watch this now. Watch this. It's not really something I use a lot, but just for fun. Turn that into a thunder ring. Oh, once they run into it, they die. You can also turn it into ice and freeze it. Then this one's an oil pot. And then if I have a fire, do I have fire? I have a fire. So like I said, I don't do these a lot, but if you set them up ahead of time, so I say if I did this ahead of time and then like baited them to chase me and then ran into it, then it kind of works. If they get on fire, it if they get on fire, it will it reduces their defense by 30% or 33%. It's 1/3. So that's obviously very helpful if you can get your enemy's defense a little lower. And you can kind of beat the snot out of them. This guy is susceptible to fire, but I'm not gonna even try. I'm just gonna. Why do I have? He usually takes a whole heart of health. He was only taking half a heart. Oh, you know what? Oh, see. So if you see my my defense is 25. Those treasures, the ones I picked up, the shuriken adds to my attack. The buckler adds to my defense. It's 1 or 2, but it boosted it from 23 or 24 to 25. Every 5 numbers, so say 25, 30, 35, etc., boosts your, it'll basically increase your magic or defense to actually make a difference. So getting +1 doesn't make a difference, but once you get +5, every 5 makes a difference. So instead of him doing a whole heart, he was doing a half a heart, and I didn't realize it made that much of a difference this early in the game. So that's actually something brand new and cool. I didn't know, and I played this like 30 times. Like I've completed this, I've done everything, so we're gonna get everything. If you have this game, if you like this game, ever play this, if you watch this walkthrough start to finish, you will get every single thing in the game. You will get every weapon, every accessory, every artifact. We can get everything in the post game. I usually just try to get at least a good weapon to start, and then move on to armors, but every artifact, literally everything you could want. See a bait and a hit, so I can heal myself. Alright, let's go. Here we go. We're nearing the end. Enemies here. I'm pick up these magic stones just because. And then right up here is an item. T-shirt scroll. Bronze armor. Perfect. We got an armor and a shield in our first level run. Now, let's see, one thing real quick. Did you pick up any chunks of... You picked up 1 chunk of bronze. Okay, we got a bronze armor and an iron shield, so that's okay. So we need a chunk of iron, which we'll find. But we have the very first couple things that we need to make the first armor. We also need this. This is called an element hotspot. This one is water. I know it's weird that it's a hotspot that it's water, but we want our element to be that, so we can get through the next. We can get through the miasma stream. Water is always the first one. Excuse me, gotta adjust my back. I got an old man back, so once in a while. Here we go. I want you to enjoy this video real quick. These intros are always nice. Very pretty. Fix our camera here. Alright, that's better, that's better. Alright, so alright, just because I just got hit, I think, or my health was low, we're gonna go ahead and it doesn't matter, we're gonna do something to heal ourselves here. We're gonna get rid of this little guy. Stun us. Hit him. 1, 2, 3, dodge this. So an electric attack that will stun us. Also, well, that will stun us. The other one's more of a knockback. That little bubble he did is slow, but it doesn't. It slows your magic attack charging and focus attack charging and your movement, but it does not stop your 1, 2, 3 attack combos. So if all he does is slow you, you can just hit him 1, 2, 3 over and over and over and over. So you can just hit him again, but do it again. You can no, he's gonna headbutt me. Alright, so we're gonna go and try to we're gonna cure ourselves, but we're also going to put our Phoenix down. Oh, we're gonna do this actually. We're gonna put our Phoenix down back in our setup, and then we're gonna do Blizzara on him just because we can. And then we're gonna use fruit to heal us, so we'll boost our magic. We're at 16, so that's good. Yep, so we're gonna have a little stronger magic. We'll do this strike first, and let's go for it. Oh, wow, that was more damage than I thought. Let's go. Oh, that's a big old chunk. Watch this. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, see now, let's see. You'll see the difference when we get slowed, but oh wow. I didn't expect that to hit and kill, but if you noticed, or if you rewatch, when Blizzard casts, the center hits, but those little ice orbs on the outside will spin, and they each hit however many times they pass through somebody, so they can each hit 1 or 2 times. So I think he got hit by the one as it appeared, and then the other one as it spun, and it hit him 2 times with Blizzara and not 1 time, and that killed him, because he had basically just that much health. And I wonder if my Moogle helps at all. I wonder. I don't know, I'm going to look into that deeper. I have the guide, so we'll find out, but and every time we beat a level where there's a fresh merchant, we get to see this scene. I don't think I ever noticed the purple before. I thought it was blue with green, but these scenes are always nice. But that was Riverbell Path with the giant crab. He did try to hit us with thunder right at the end. He does Thundara, so he was going to do the level 2 version of Thunder, whereas I was doing the level 2 Blizzard. And then later he will do level 3, which is Thundaga, and that reaches much farther And if you don't have the armor, it'll definitely slow you down, but we'll have that at the time.
Service, Capo.
So first things first, we get a letter from either someone in the family, or this one might be from the village elder. I think that's the first one we get. Yes. Rowan, this will be number 1. Read it. How are you? You may be facing hardships that drag your spirits down, but always remember that the caravan gives hope to us all. May you return safely, Zero. From Roland. So, you can tell him whatever you want. Say nothing. I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to send him some sort of cheap item, not anything super expensive. I'm going to send him a water. If it's someone in our family, we'll send them a decent crafting material, or maybe some money. But for our family, sending them crafting materials helps their production level increase a little quicker. It helps them learn stuff. So, but when we get a letter from our family, then we'll do that. Alright, so points. Based on whatever your bonus is, you get so many points. You also get, I think, 1 point per item you pick up, 1 point per enemy you kill, and I think 1 point for money you pick up. And then that's going to be all tabulated to a certain total, and then based on the total, there's 4 sets of items the boss can potentially drop. So potentially drop. So you have a 1 in 4 chance of getting each item set. At the very least, you're going to get the bottom set, so guarantee that. So I got Moogle Pocket, Silver Spectacles, Mage Masher, and then these other ones I picked up. So I'm going to go ahead and start with, it doesn't matter, really. I'm going to pick Shuriken. Shuriken to start, because we're going to see a lot of these same ones over and over in the beginning stages. Alright, so, dungeon number 1 complete, artifact number 1 obtained. Now, we're going to head on, we're going to have, I guess, one more encounter before we go anywhere. These are random. You will encounter different caravans.
Have you heard of the Black Knight?
Here's the same one, but there's 2 or 3 others we'll see.
They say he's on a journey to master the art of combat. Few these days ever set out to better themselves. You would do well to master something before your time.
Alright, that was a short one. One thing to note with that caravan, the Alphateria... Oh, excuse me, no, not them. It is the Mars Pass caravan. They are also lilties, but they're not all armored. They're barehead lilties. They're just, you'll see their faces. They're not all wearing the black armor like these other guys. You encounter them. It could be the first encounter or the 3rd or 5th encounter, depending on which one it is. They will be just coming back from a mission, and they will give you a weapon. They're like, oh, hey, we don't need this anymore, and do you mind if we give it away? And they ask their buddies, hey, do you mind? And they're like, nope, no, give it away, and we're all happy and shit, and boop, there you go. And then you get a free weapon. So you get a free weapon. It's called the Mars weapon. It has 22 attack strength. Let's see, what do we have right now? We have 22 attack strength. That's not our weapon strength, though. Our weapon strength is 15. So if we were to pick that up right now, we would be up to 29 attack strength. So our next artifact of strength would put us at 30, which would be another 2 tiers of strength, actually. So we would go up 1 right away, and then next one would be 2. So that would be nice. Also, in the original, I don't know if you can still do this if you can travel as a caravan, but if you encountered the Mars caravan as a group, 2, 3, or 4 characters, every person in that party will get a Mars weapon. So if you had one person was a Klavat, one was a Lilty, one was a Selkie, one was a Yuk, you're all getting a Mars weapon. So, I mean, and sometimes it happens later, sometimes it happens earlier, but it's still really nice to get a weapon that's a little stronger early on. So, at this point, we're going to go ahead and save. I'm going to save this. We're gonna do this right here because that will overwrite the one that was the oopsies because my audio was not working. There we go. 45 minutes. Says 40-minute time to start. Alright, so not too bad to get started. Alright, so video number 2 is going to be what I call the Mushroom Forest run. Interestingly enough, it says Mushroom Forest here, but when we go in and it does the level description, it does that little opening video, when the little pen writes the level's name, it's going to say the Fungi Forest. So I don't know if that was like the Japanese translation of it, and they put that in here, and that's new, but it used to say, I believe in my GameCube version, it says the Mushroom Forest. So, anywho, just interesting small fact, the game is saved. I will see you back here in the next video, and if you happen to see this, just know I will be live streaming again right after this, but we will be back, and we will see you next time for part 2. Alright, bye-bye.